everybody! Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Lady Nakazawa here. Today we're going to be getting into some VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, do you know that I stream on Twitch? Head over to Twitch. And if you're at work, leave me an alert. Guys, just a very quick reminder. I am at 50% of my Lydia VTuber plushie petition. So if you haven't pledged already, I would really appreciate it if you could. We are more than halfway. If you're able to pledge to this Plushie Drive, I would really appreciate it. This is on Uwu Market. And the link is going to be below. Thank you so much for everyone who's done so far. We can push it all the way to 100%. I know we can. Thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is Korone, and Korone is a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive, debuting as part of the group Hololive Gamers. And this is Hogwarts Legacy. And Hogwarts Legacy is a 2023 action role-playing game developed by Avalanche Software and published by Warner Bros. Games under its Portkey Games label. So, why are we talking about Korone and Hogwarts Legacy? Well, guys, it looks like Korone is going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy, and a lot of people are not happy about it. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit. This is posted by Tuna Eyeball Best Part, and it says, Blue Sky wants Korone's head on a platter. So these are just a bunch of screenshots here I'm going to show you. So this one says, Korone is scheduled to play the Turf Wizard game, unfollowed, unsubscribed. I make no exceptions. You support TERFs. It's over for us. No exceptions. So you're like, okay, what is a TERF? Okay, so a TERF is a person whose views on gender identity are considered hostile to transgendered people. Builder says, it's not that hard to play a different effing game. Praxis says she's sponsored for it too. She's quite literally taking blood money for this. Mizori says, may her head roll, ye decide supporter. So obviously it's like, oh my God, like this very, very strong words. People are feeling very strongly about this. The Art Devil says, people will make excuses as if Japanese people, especially content creators and VTubers, are innocent little babies who don't know what trans people are. An entire country that, quote, don't got internet. Don't let them get away with this stuff. She's just another cis person who doesn't care. And you're like, wait, what's a cis person? Describes a person whose sense of personal identity and gender aligns with the sex that they were assigned with at birth. Arvuna says, isn't she a corporate-owned VTuber though? The thing is, she may have been forced into it by her talent agency, and those talent agencies are kind of nasty towards talent. Even more the reason not to support her, because then you're supporting corporate BS. Aruvu says, to be clear, not an excuse. She's been popular enough for a while to be able to say no. Giordi says, but then she'd be forced to graduate. Fusion says, then graduate with dignity is what I would do. Miki says, cue the defenseless, quote, she's Japanese, this drama doesn't exist over there. She's under contract to play these games by Hololive, etc. Matt Adder says, how disappointing. Seriously, there's so many games to stream today that are more fun and will get better engagement, and as a bonus, they don't enrich such a horrible excuse for a person. Mega Met says, wouldn't be surprised if Korone ran into the ground because of Hogwarts Legacy, because it wouldn't be the first time that a VTuber got ran out from a game based on a book series that was made by a TERF. They mean the author of Harry Potter, which is J.K. Rowling. Rikawaii says, Korone is streaming the stupid effing dumb idiotic effing stupid effing TERF wizard game. Why did you have to effing do that, Korone? And also, no, don't use this as your stupid effing attack on the VTuber sphere and suddenly crying that everyone is negative and toxic and phobic. No, someone effed up and they're getting backlash from the people who are affected. Yugo says, is this the Hogwarts Legacy game? I can't even touch the Harry Potter series again after learning what its creator became. Soften Neko says, first it was Vivi, now it's Korone playing the TERF Potter game. Hollow JP management has to step in and do something. No EN talent has ever played this game. I do believe that their side of management also recommended them not to do it. So those are essentially some of the screenshots from what people are saying about Korone playing. Let's see what some people on Kurosanji got to say. Righteous Breed says, oh no. Anyway, Cry says, just some tourists having a meltdown. Number one, causing trouble in her live chat. Long says, expecting the Japanese to look into Western societal issues is some real main character energy. So obviously, even though Hogwarts Legacy released in 2023, it is still a game that some people are very hesitant to play because of J.K. Rowling's stance on transgendered issues. It's a very like polarizing game, like even to the point where like Mega 64 is like, if you play this game, you'll die.
Survival horror game of the year, Hogwarts Legacy. Yo, I am too scared to play this game. I never played anything where it might actually kill you in real life. You stream this game, you're fucking done.
Right? It's just stupid. Anyways, it's one of those issues that really kind of like divide the community, because some people are like, absolutely play whatever you like, that's no problem. Whereas other people are like, how dare you? If you are playing this game, then you're supporting what J.K. Rowling is saying and you're a bad person, right? So like sometimes you do have to separate the art from the artist, because artists can be shitty people, but they make good stuff. But at the same time, by you participating in Hogwarts Legacy, you are therefore rewarding people who are shitty people. You can kind of see both sides of the argument. Anyways, guys, let me me know in the comments below, what do you think about Korone playing Hogwarts Legacy? Are you upset? Are you happy? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is VShojo, and VShojo was a US-based VTuber agency headquartered in San Francisco. In July 2025, the company faced accusations of failure to pay talents for several months, as well as withholding over $500,000 in charity donations collected during the Iron Mouse subathon. Within 3 days, all the group's members shortly resigned, and the founder, Gunrun, announced VShojo shutdown. So why are we talking about VShojo? Well, guys, it looks like KSON has some more information when it comes to VShojo. So this is posted on Obari's Rating CH's channel and says, KSON, VShojo goes even lower with a new hostage dilemma. Okay, so let's take a look here. So this is KSON. This is the second day of the con. But why am I here making an urgent vlog? Cause VShojo again! Everything is so horrible and unreasonable. Like, we're all asking, how much lower can y'all go? But they just have to keep pulling more BS. All of it just made us question if they're right in the head. So far, we have them telling tons of lies to the talents, unpaid wages, bad-mouthing the talents all over the place. More things keep coming out. Here it says, suspected of obstructing other corpos, giving out gifts only to staff, obstructing other talents who have left, secretly charging sponsors extra on deals, unpaid commissions, embezzling charity funds, scamming talents over income shares, recruiting new talents to turn them into new victims. But now we just found yet another terrible thing they've been doing. I'm sure some of you have already heard of the merches that weren't shipped out. When merches go on sale, the fans pay and VShojo receives the money. Shipping fee already included. Then they're shipped out to you. If it's made to order, only the amount ordered will be made. VShojo is basically dead at this point. But up until the moment the story dropped, many talents' merches were still on sale. Some merches did go into production. But since VShojo are so trash, the money they received from you there, they used it all up. Now they don't even have the money to ship out the merches that was already made, including the batches that were already ordered but not made yet. So the situation now is, the merches that were already made but couldn't be shipped, they're taking it as hostage and trying to get the talents to buy it. That's BS, right? To begin with, the fans already paid for those merches, so we must ship it out to the fans. The fans already paid for it, shipping fees included. But they're telling the talents, you want this, right? Pay us. It's already BS as is. It's not yours to begin with. Dip shoot. Every single talents do have some unpaid wages right now. They've been saying, if you agree to clear all the unpaid wages, then we'll give you these merches. Like, for real. Why are you trying to pay the money you owe with something you stole from someone else? And that's not all. We can go lower. Much, much lower. The unpaid wages owed to each talent are completely different. So to some, it might not be too high. So some did think of taking up the deal. So at least the fans can get the merches that was already made. But when they contacted the storehouse to check how much the merches are in stock, the storehouse told them, VShojo hasn't been paying storage fees. We can't give you these unless you pay. Those effers! Will you cut it the F out already? So behind the scenes, we talents have been livid. How much lower can you effers go? We thought they already hit rock bottom. Of course, we want to stand by the fans. But when we heard about this storage fee, no one's gonna pay for that. Just gotta go enjoy the con, I guess. Never thought so many BS's would be happening like this. Wow. Oh my god. VShojo, what is going on? All right, this is posted on the Kudo-sanji subreddit, posted by Sushi, saying latest from KSON and a new low for VShojo. It says TLDR stuff relevant to VShojo. VShojo has a bunch of unshipped merch from various talents that fans already paid for sitting in a warehouse. They offered the talents a deal to buy out the merch themselves. One of the talents contacted the warehouse in question, and the warehouse owner confirmed there's a bunch of VShojo merch lying around, which they won't get to anyone until the rent debts would be resolved. Apparently, VShojo stopped paying for storage quite a while ago. This train wreck of a company is still in motion, and I can't fathom what we'll hear next. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is gonna turn into some like VTuber storage war stuff. Oh my god. All right, let's take a look what some people are saying. Brandish Maiden says, the F is this. Now they're blackmailing talents again. Pay up or else we'll keep your merch. VTuber Taxman says, it's hard at this point to know exactly how this was mismanaged, but it's really pointing to just how dire their cash flow situation was outside of their own cushy paychecks. Solidarity says, so they'll probably get the merch repoed by the storage facility. Yeah. Anyways, guys, it looks like VShojo has gone to a whole new low. Essentially, the merch that the fans have paid for, VShojo is holding a hostage at a warehouse in order to leverage it against the talents for their unpaid wages. However, they also did not pay the warehouse as well. So the warehouse is not willing to give up any of the merch until that rental storage is paid, which likely, if we're going to be real, is probably going to turn into a storage war situation where the storage facility is probably going to put everything that's in the storage unit up for auction. So it's possible that maybe the actual talents might be able to buy back what is in the locker. If that does happen, stay tuned for this episode of VTuber Storage Wars. Oh my God. Anyways, guys, so this is obviously a developing situation that's going to keep going, but it's kind of insane that VShojo just keeps stooping lower and lower. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about this. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Dokibird, and Dokibird is an independent English language VTuber. So why are we talking about Doki? Well, guys, Doki is having to deal with a little bit of vocal cord damage. So this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Purple Weakness, and it says, Doki talks about vocal cord damage while streaming. So let's take a listen.
All my streams are like super high energy, like consistently throughout it, because I don't like dead air that much. So like I'm always like talking and I'm always laughing, I'm always high energy. So for me, it definitely is a lot harder. And I'm also very aware of vocal cord stuff. Like even then, like I'm still very afraid of like damaging my vocal cords too much. So I do try to like limit myself, and I try to limit myself, and I try not to like stream for like too much, just because I know like how much streaming can affect that. We've already seen like not even like long-term effects, but already like some streamers are experiencing effects on their vocal cords after a prolonged period of time of just like 2 years of streaming. And usually people don't recover from that too, because I don't know if you guys didn't know, for vocal cords, the biggest damage you can do is like those like nodes, like swelling in the nodes, and then it causes like bumpiness on your vocal cords. And from that, it's really hard for you to actually like recover from stuff like that. You have to get surgery at that point if you have, especially if it's like, it's basically career ruining in terms of like for singers and stuff. You don't hit the notes that you used to. So like I try to be very aware of stuff like that. Yeah, even my voice has changed. If you ever seen, even my voice has changed over time because of like how long I've been streaming. But for me, I talk in like, this is my natural voice. So like I'm not pitching myself higher. In the past, you used to talk a lot higher. Yes, because when I first started out, I used to talk like this all the time, maybe even higher. I don't even know. I can't really replicate that anymore because I was also very nervous when I'm streaming. When I get really nervous, I pitch myself higher, and it was like I don't stream that much as well. So I used to talk like this all the time, and this was my normal speaking voice. And it's actually crazy because at that time, that was my normal speaking voice at that time. But I think I was just really nervous, and then I just consistently talked like that all the time. Over time, I like slowly went back into my like natural voice, because this is like how, even then, I still think this is sort of a streamer, like I would sort of say this is like a little bit like my streamer voice as well, because off stream I talk a lot softer. Also because like I'm trying to save my voice too off stream. So off stream I actually talk in a lot softer voice because I need to save it and I don't want to like strain myself too much or anything.
So anyways, guys, yeah, Doki's pretty much talking about like how like, you know, trying to save her voice and stuff like that when she's not streaming, which totally makes sense. So let's see what some of the people on Reddit are saying. Fishman says, makes me wonder if Doki's voice is her natural range. Next says, I'm getting more paranoid now after what happened to Mume and Sayuri. I hope she gets well and truly takes care of herself. Us fans are more than willing to wait. Grinch says, I hope if she has any damage, she's going to be able to take the rest she needs. I always thought her iconic laugh might be a bit painful on the vocal cords. Kois says, to a certain degree, voice changing is unavoidable. There's things that can be done like exercising and methods to help keep from damaging them, but with age, they're going to change anyway. Doki's probably still young, and things like your voice still changes well into your 30s, especially for someone whose job is essentially to talk all the time. Lord Asura says, tons of VTubers are unable to speak in the same range they once were used to. When you're doing it for hours, days, weeks, months, or even years, damage accumulates over time. Without proper vocal exercise, the damage might be permanent. Shihomie says, she's wise to be afraid of vocal cord damage. As a streamer, your voice is your career, and fixing it is so hard and risky. Using a real voice is worth it if it keeps your vocal cords safe. Interesting that her higher voice was sorta kind of vocal tick for being nervous. And then Kremlin says, Doki is still my beloved. So anyways, guys, make sure to give Doki some love. When you are a streamer, obviously your voice is kind of like your bread and butter. So that is something that kind of has to be taken care of. So definitely vocal warm-ups are a great idea to do before stream. And yeah, it's just, ooh, you definitely don't want your Oshi losing her voice. So anyways, guys, so just if you are a fan of Doki, just send her some love, okay? On to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Specialite, and Specialite is a female character VTuber agency that was established by Reality Studios Inc., a Japanese company that manages the VTuber agency's First Taste Production, Bebop Project, and Arcade Music. So why are we talking about Specialite? Well, guys, Specialite has posted this on their X account. This was posted on September 8th around 9 p.m. It says, regarding the closure of Specialite EN, so this is particularly the EN branch. So it says, dear fans of Specialite EN, we would like to thank you for your support over the last 2 years. It's with a heavy heart that we must announce that Specialite EN will cease operations on October 6th, midday JST. Despite the amazing support from our fans and the creative energy and the talents put into the project, Specialite EN has not managed to sustain growth. It needs to continue to operate and expand. Our talents have been wonderful to work with, and we will treasure the memories we have with them and wish them the best luck going forward. We'd also like to thank the amazing illustrators, animators, video editors, music producers, merchandise partners, sponsors, and collaborators who supported Specialite EN in the vision it was trying to achieve. With that said, it is with great excitement that all of our talents have chosen to continue their activities as indies, and we were delighted to be able to transfer their IP rights to continue their adventures. Please support them in their future endeavors. Regarding merchandise, all booth pre-order merchandise will be fulfilled as expected. So we have the list of talents here, and it says, please note that Specialite JP will continue operations. This announcement is for Specialite EN only. So anyways, guys, if you are a fan of the Specialite EN talents, please make sure to go follow them. We got Azaria, we got Hysteria, we got Mischief, we got Bluebell, we got Elzelia, Victoria Valerie, Miyu Akumuya, and Yutahime Mochizuku. So guys, please make sure to go support them in their indie careers. This is absolutely incredible that Specialite is giving them their IPs, because it is so hard to build a fan base from the ground up again. This is setting an example of what a good corporation is, okay? So unfortunately, they're unable to sustain the EN branch, which does suck. However, the fact that they are giving them their IPs, which is incredible, and it says we're able to transfer the IP to continue their adventures, and all the merch is also being transferred to them as well. That is absolutely amazing, and that's really what you want to see in a company. It's unfortunate that the branch had to close up, but please make sure to go support these talents during their transition into indie. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Michi Mochievee, and Michi Mochievee is a female English and Indonesian-speaking VTuber formerly associated with VShojo. So why are we talking about Michi? Well, guys, Michi has some wonderful news. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit. This is posted by Purple Weakness. It says Michi is among the top VTubers in August. This is just a screenshot of stream charts. So it says top VTubers in August. So we have the first one is Sakura Miko, and number 2 you can see here is Michi Mochievee. Then we got Ririka, Hayama, Vamp, Usada Bakura, Korone, Iron Mouse, and Rina. So anyways, guys, so Michi has ranked at number 2, which is absolutely incredible. So anyways, guys, so that is some great news. So if you are a fan of Michi, definitely go celebrate that achievement. That is absolutely incredible. Okay, guys, on to the next piece of Newsy News. This is Umamumuse Pretty Derby, and Umamumuse Pretty Derby is a Japanese multimedia franchise created by Side Games. The franchise centers on anthropomorphized racehorses known as Umamumuse, the horse girls who compete in races inspired by real-life racetracks managed by the Japanese Racing Association. Most of the girls are named after and modeled on actual racehorses, reflecting their namesakes' personality, racing records, and relationships with other racehorses. This was initially announced in 2016 as a mobile game, and the project soon expanded to include multiple anime series, manga, and live concerts. So why are we talking about Umamumuse Pretty Derby? Well, guys, some sad news has happened. This is posted on Umamuse's X account, and this is posted on September 9th. And it says, it is with a heavy heart that we share Haru Urara passed away on September 9th. The legendary racehorse's legacy serves as the inspiration for the character of the same name in Umamumuse Pretty Derby. We share our condolences to all the staff involved in Haru Urara's care. So this was on Games Radar, and this is posted by Ashley Burdon, and this is posted today, saying, millions of gamers on Steam and beyond gather to mourn famously untalented horse who inspired the beloved anime girl and Umamumuse, Haru Urara. May she get all the grass and carrots in heaven. It says, we share our condolences to all the staff involved. So it says here, the quietly passionate, thoroughbred racehorse, Haru Urara, has died at 29 years old. She leaves behind a humble legacy defined by the 113 consecutive losses that made her famous in her native Japan around the time of her retirement in 2004, and something like a daughter, a pink-haired anime character with the same name in the gacha game Umamumuse Pretty Derby. It's with a heavy heart that we share that Haru Urara passed away on September 9th. Developer Sly Games announced on a Twitter post after Japanese news site Friday Digital reported Haru Urara had become suddenly afflicted with a deadly case of tummy gas buildup or colic. We share our condolences to all the staff involved in Haru Urara's care. While Haru Urara's famous losing streak earned her a reputation for being tenacious, the quality that Umamumuse fans value in the game's spirited character, with her strawberry milkshake hair, many of her 29 years were spent uncomfortably. She continued to race despite what Munishi once described her as a skittish nature with a tendency to shy away from small sounds, and even given a pink Hello Kitty blinker mask and turned it into merchandise. It's sad history to remember, but some Umamumuse fans seek to preserve this as a shady part of Haru Urara's story. Even though her anime successor, who is and deserves to be happy, they've learned to love her. May she get all the grass and carrots in heaven, which is one popular comment on Reddit. So anyways, guys, if you are a fan of this game, please make sure to go send some condolences on the developer's X account here. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Gura, and Gura was a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive, debuting in 2020 as part of Hololive's English's first-generation myth. Gura did retire in May of 2025 and has gone over to her persona, Samiko Saba. Why are we talking about Gura? Well, I just wanted to show you guys that this is just a really cute Gura cosplay here. This is posted by Neko0814. And it says, I look like a PVC figure. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys just kind of how incredible this is. It's really amazing when like fans really put so much hard work and effort into the cosplay. And it came out really, really cute. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you are able to participate in the Lydia VTuber plushie petition, we are halfway to our targeted goal. I would really appreciate pushing it all the way over to our target of 100 pre-orders. That would be really amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Wait. Oh, shit. I missed it. Oh, my God.
I'll bet if I kiss you, you taste like a wild beast.
Why did you find out, baby? Oh, no.